Good evening. It is 10:46 p.m. It really is, on Thursday the 13th of August, and it is time for Today in My Brew Journal. How are you? I hope you're well. Now, those of you who follow me on social media will have noticed that a new weekly post appeared. Week 34. But there's not a video to go with it. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. What happened was basically I set it up, I recorded it, and I did it all, did it all. At the end I said, thank you for joining me, blah, 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 have a fantastic rest of your day, take it easy. And I went to hit stop record, and it appears I hadn't hit start record, so I didn't actually record it. Which was a bit of a bummer really, but that's just how shit goes sometimes. I have been asked, what are these pens? What are these pens here? I believe it was Becca. Becca asked me. Becca, these are the Staedtler pens that I adore. And I bought a 72 pack. These are double-ended fibre tip markers. I just cut the lid off mine to make it easy to access. That white pen there is just a gel pen because I basically start here and I go along like that. And then I go back like that. Oh yes, there's more. And then I go along like that. And then along like that. Until I get to there. And then I go all the way back to here again. And I just keep doing that. And that just reminds me where I am in the pack. Because sometimes you do a pen and you think, oh yeah, no, I've already done that colour. And it gets a bit confusing. So that white gel pen just reminds me where I am and what pens I've done. So yeah, this is the 72 pack double-ended fibre tip markers from Staedtler. They're great. I really, really like them. They've got a mark at either end there. The clear one is your thinner tip, which according to this is a 0.5 to 0.8 tip. And then this is your chisel tip, which is about 3mm. And I use these for my day-to-day my daily colour coding. So I use them on this tracker, this tracker. This is the only tracker probably I don't use it on. That tracker, these trackers, this tracker. And then if I cross anything off, like anything for yesterday, I don't know how well you can see it. You might just be able to see that was crossed off with this extremely light blue pen. And I will swap over to a new pen in a sec, and everything that I've done today will be coloured in with that pen. It's slippy time. It's because I haven't done a live, so she can't slurp during the live. So yeah, that's basically what that is. And I love them. They're great pens, and I love that the lids are exactly the same both ends. So you put the lids, and then if all of a sudden you use that side and you want to use the other side, you can just take the whole kit and caboodle off. Without, not like the dual brush pens where it's one lid for your brush and then one lid for your other tip. These use the same frickin' lids. Now, if they bought these out with this tip and a brush tip, I would get rid of all of my other pens. I would get rid of all my Tombos. I wouldn't even bother with mild liners or anything like that. I would use these exclusively because it's a fantastic range of colours. I mean, you've seen, let's show you on, probably my sleep trackers are probably the best one to show you on because I always colour that one in. So you've got these colours here, you've got these colours here. That was July. These colours here, they're just stunning pens, and we're back to this colour now. Yeah, so it's this minty green one today. So this is the range of colour that you get in these pens. I love them. I just think they're so great, and the colour lasts, and it's bright, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. If they brought out a brush pen in these, I would be made up. I really, really would. I might even email Staedtler and say, you need to bring out these thingies with a brush pen rather than the chisel pen. But there you go. What do I know? Right, okay. So Right, okay. So I did my night care routine. You can't see this, but I have ticked off a few things. I also coloured in that I'd done New Week 34. I was so bummed when I went to turn off the video and it was already off. I was just like, I blame it on tiredness. I did that one. So I need to enter in my steps. The other thing is, I find that the lid it goes on quite solidly. The amount of times I've been using a dual brush pen and the lid's come off while I've been using it, and I drop these little buggers all the time because they're black and they disappear in the black hole under my desk. I know this colour is awful, you guys can't see it, but I can. And I think once it dries it looks a bit darker. You can see it a little bit better. Well, maybe you guys can't, but I certainly can. Right, so 15,763. I did very little yesterday. I didn't even fill the dishwasher up. I was very, very lazy. I crossed off set up the weekend. Right, change pen. So what I do now is I pull out the pen next to the gel pen, which is this one, and then I shove the gel pen over and I stick this one where the gel pen was. So the gel pen is now sitting in the space of this pen. And I do that because I'm an anal cow and I like to use all of my pens in order, because it makes it easier for me to know that like this colour here, this pink, well that was the 1st of August because I can see that there. I used this pen on the 1st of August, so all of these were ready on the 1st of August. A lot of the photographs were taken on the 2nd of August. These two were posted on the 3rd. The 4th and the 4th match up, the 5th and the 5th match up, the 6th, and so on and so forth. And when I come to cross off on my weeklies, I get the same thing. I can work out by referring back to one of these trackers what day I actually did something. Like this one, the 3rd of August. Well, I actually did those things on the 3rd of August. You know, this list down here, my little to-do list, was ticked off with that dark blue pen, which means it was probably done on the 7th or thereabouts. It's not, you know, it's not foolproof, because sometimes the colours look a bit similar, but it gives me an idea. Why do I need to know that? Because I do, because I want to know that. That's why I do it this way. Okay, so today I wore my day face cream. I need to go shopping. I'm running low on a few bits and bobs. Well, I went shopping today, but I didn't go to all the shops I needed to go to. I need to go to Poundland to get some more mouthwash. I need to go to Aldi to get some face cream, you know, all that kind of thing. I did not wear makeup. I have had caffeine. I haven't had any alcohol. I need to stop drinking flipping cola and eating chips, because I had chips as well. I have crafted. That's one I forgot to fill in for yesterday. I did do how much takes went down my mother's. And I haven't done the garden. Right. So now for my Instagram tracker, this is one that I usually do forget to mark off when it is ready. Week 32 to be posted. And that was week 32. I mean, I could work out roughly what colour pen it was. Oh, well, as it's only Thursday today, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, so it was a grey coloured pen. So there we go, well, a bluey grey. So let's say it was ready on that day. I don't normally bother to do this, but it's just to show you what I mean. Okay, so let's take a photo of week 32 for my Instagram. Right, there we go. So I've taken my photo. Week 32 all finished. Stack of books, paste all me hashtaggy doohickeys and post. Right, so now I can, give me a pen, I go back here, and because I took the photo and posted it on the same day, I can just colour both of these boxes in, like so. Lovely jubbly. Right, I did not pull a card this morning. I was going to. Why didn't I? Oh, I went down my mum's. That's right. Today was fair, I suppose. It was alright, I suppose. Things have been much better today. It's actually been a smidgen cooler. I was able to get my shoes on and walk down to my mother's, which was a relief, even though I took them off as soon as I got there because I was a bit hot. But I was able to then put them back on and walk home. My feet haven't been anywhere near as swollen. They're still a little bit sore, which I assume is from the swelling that they've been subjected to. I'm going to keep an eye on them, and if the soreness doesn't go, I will follow Miss Marilyn's advice and give my GP a call. I haven't bothered at the moment, simply because I've put it down to heat. It's been the heat that's caused them to swell. I also suffer from EDS, that's Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. You may well know it as hypermobility, and pooling blood is quite common in EDS sufferers. I can't believe I'm drinking tea when it's been so freaking hot. Oh, pardon me. Right. I literally have been drinking 1 cup of tea a day, and that's when I get up in the morning. The rest of the day I've been drinking fucking Coke, and I'm itching and I'm flaking really bad because I shouldn't drink it because it's so bad for me. Now, what was last night like? Last night wasn't too bad. I went to sleep about 1:30. I was hoping to see the comets, you know? I don't know how you pronounce it. The comets that happen every year. Palisades or seeds, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, I was hoping to see those last night because I wasn't feeling majorly tired when I went to bed, but it was cloudy. There was actually a few spots of rain last night, although Alex says he was up at about 2 and it was absolutely hammering down. See, I didn't sleep very well. I slept longer, but I had a really disturbed night. It was weird. Lots of really freaky dreams, you know? I haven't done any housework. 13th. Now, did the loo in the laundry. I haven't cleaned the bathroom. I have filled the dishwasher. And I'm going to go out and do the worktop on that in a minute. So today, oh dear, my prime went out and so did that. Yeah, if you're wondering about the colours that I use here, for those that are new to my channel, like I said, these are my daily colours. Yeah, so these I use a different pen every single day for these. The other colours you see here, like this magenta, this is brown, I don't know how well that's showing, that's purple, there's green, there's a dark blue, there's a pink, there's another dark blue, you know, you'll occasionally see a splash of orange, there's a red, there's a bit of yellow, you know, you'll occasionally see other colours coming in. These all stand for something as well. I did do a video which you could go and watch if you want to. It's something along. It's called "How I Colour Code My Life" or something like that. And basically, what it is these pens here, this colour here, this magenta, is to do with money. It's either money out or money in, dependent on you know what's going on. Purple is me. It's always me because purple's my favourite colour. Green is my mother. Orange is my eldest son. Royal blue is my second son. Pink here is Callie. My daughter, she's getting a tattoo done on Saturday. This dark, I call this a sort of denim blue. It's a really, really nice blue. These are all ink drew pens as well, by the way. excuse me, this sort of darky denim-y type blue is my son Xander. Alex, you may have heard me call him Alex. Other people call him Xander because that's what he prefers. I've always called him Alex. And then there's a teal colour. This colour here, Sort Toys, which is to do with Daryl. Red is the pets. Let's see, what else have we got? Green is my mum. Brown is to do with Fitbit. So this is all like to do with Fitbit challenges. I've got like a turquoisey colour, which I haven't used for a while because I literally have not been online much. Like this turquoisey colour here, this is to do with YouTube. So you'll see like I put April and Mary in here, and I'm really awful because I don't make their posts very often. Yeah, that is to do with YouTube. And then I've got yellow, which I tend to use for sort of like television and all of that lot. I just realised I put the green in the wrong place. Yeah, to do with like TV. So if there's something on the TV that I want to watch, which I've got a pen not going back in the where I want it to. Like next weekend there's 2 wrestling events that are on TV which I want to watch. One of them is WWE SummerSlam. I probably won't stay up to watch it. I'll probably wait until the next day to watch that. But you know, yeah. So that's pretty much what my colour coding is in a nutshell. Then I also do a colour for the week, and you've seen me do it. I draw it in, I highlight the week of the calendar, colour it all in, and then I go to my monthly calendar and I do the same in the monthly one as well. I do the same colours. Like this was in colour 126 of Tombows. I've done it all there, and then I've put that strip in there, and when I find my little A6, which is over there, I colour code in this as well. I haven't actually done this week's. I do not colour code to the same extent in here. I colour code my weeks, and that's pretty much it, because quite frankly I'm not going to carry around a whole ton of pens. I can usually figure out, like, you know, 9 AM bath. Well, I know that's the dog because, you know, I don't schedule anybody else's baths, only hers. 10:45 nails, well, that's usually me. Sky calling, well, I knew that was for me. Fridge delivery, I knew I wasn't expecting a new fridge, but we were down at the big house, you know, shower and bath. Well, that was me and down at the big house because my bath was leaking and the shower down the road was leaking. So I don't tend to colour code as much, well, at all in here, except for the weeks. The rest of it is just done with this pen that I got in Disneyland. It's got dragons on it. It's really cool. It weighs a ton. And that's pretty much it, really. I've got some post-it notes in case they're needed, but I usually forget that they're there. I'm going to have to start... I'm probably going to use this book because it's blank. Setting up for next year in here. I've started my 2021 book here, but I need to get it set up in here as well because this is the one that I carry about with me. This one leaves the house. This never leaves the house. I put too much work and effort into this one, even if it is just a planner. Like at the moment, there's no journal in this one, and the journal certainly doesn't leave the house, I can tell you that much. But I put a lot of work and effort into this, and I like it. I like how it looks. I enjoy what I do put into it. There's the occasional bit of journaling, I suppose, with, you know, what I got done, card of the day, and, you know, and my weight, and when I do record it, and that sort of thing. But I would be absolutely horrified if I lost this. I did carry it about with me initially when I first got it because I was like, Mary Poppins, and I'm a huge fan of Mary Poppins. I've got Mary Poppins on my book cover, and the inspiration for that came from this mug. I sent a video and photographs of this mug to the lady whose husband made me my TN cover, and this turned up a few weeks later and I was over the moon. But yeah, that doesn't leave the house because I'm not willing to risk losing it, or, you know, if my bag got stolen or lost or something, I would be absolutely freaking devastated. There is a lot more in this. There are all my trackers, there's, you know, everything is in here. This is my brain. This is what I tell people, this is my brain because I lost mine years ago. This is just a notebook in a sense. I draw out monthlies, that's all that's in here. monthlies, and then another book that's got lists in it if I'm going shopping. But 9 times out of 10, a list ends up going on my phone. This has got my diary on it. So why don't I use my phone for a diary, you might well ask. I took my second son Matthew is a cardiac patient. He had open heart surgery when he was 10. Every year he has to go. It varies dependent on who he sees. Some people say we want you back every year. Others say every 18 months. We even went 2 years once. This year he hasn't been seen. He will be seen in October. Due to COVID, we were supposed to go in June. We have to go to Southampton. As you all know, I live on an island, and it's an hour's journey on the car ferry. It's about half an hour on the passenger ferry, and then we have to catch a bus. It's a day. When we go to the hospital, it's a whole day, and it's tiring and exhausting. And you know, there have been occasions where we've got caught up at the hospital due to circumstances beyond our control and not got home until 9, 10 o'clock at night. It was hell. I've forgotten completely where I was going with that. My brain's gone now. I know it's about Matthew. That's it. And one year we went, and they said, oh, we'll book your appointment for next year. Normally they send it in the post. And I said, oh yeah, go on then. Pulled my phone out. And she said, yeah, we'll do it for such date at such time. And I went, yeah, that's fine. Blah, 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 blah. Saved. And then she went, oh, can I change the time? By this point, I'd closed everything down, put it back in my pocket. And I went, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Because she said, no, I've just realised that this appointment's going to, you know, can I delay it by an hour? So I said, yeah, that's fine. Pulled my phone out. The appointment had vanished. I never found the appointment. I even searched for it on my phone and it wasn't there. And I hit save. I know it because I said to Matthew, that appointment's gone. He said, I just saw you save it. I said, it's gone. And I said to her, write it down. And that was the day I went back to paper planners. That was years ago. I'm talking probably, you know, in early iPhones, I'm talking here. I'd gone to digital. I've had a Filofax since the 80s, since I was about 10. I love Filofaxes, I think they're fantastic. And I just thought, you know, people who had Filofaxes were so cool. And I got my first Filofax when I was about 10 or 11 years old. My mum bought me one, really cheap one, you know. And my tarot notebook is a Filofax. I paid a lot of money for this one because it's got big rings. I discovered TNs a few years back, which is when I made the switch. But I'd had a paper planner most of my life, and it was only when the iPhone came out and smartphones became a real thing that I stopped using one. I just stopped for a couple of years, and the day that happened, as we were on our way home, I said to him, I need to stop off in town. I need to stop off in the city in Southampton. And he said, what for? I said, because I'm going to buy a diary. And he was like, you what? I said, I want to buy, I still had my old Filofax. I said, I want to buy inserts for my Philo. And I said, because that appointment disappeared. I said, how many other appointments have I lost? You know, what if I lose my phone? I said, that's everything gone. Even if I don't carry it with me, then at least it's a paper backup at home. You know, but I was mortified that this had disappeared. So yeah, the A6 is my out and about. It sits in my purse. It doesn't take up too much room. The Mary Poppins planner stays at home. The hot journal thing that weighs, I'm going to have to weigh this, but it weighs a frickin' ton at the moment. That also stays at home. I know we've sort of said, you know, I should do a book a month, but if I do that, this cover isn't going to get used as much. And I've only really just started using this cover. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, so there you go. That turned into a little bit of a ramble there, didn't it? Didn't mean it to. Sorry about that. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Now you know a little bit more about why I do what I do and how I do it. Which, if you didn't know, then, you know, you haven't been paying attention. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, I'm still waiting for an idea. Did I say this in yesterday's video, or did I do it in the monthly one? I can't remember when I said it. I might have done it in the video that didn't actually record. I need theme ideas for September. Okay, so if you something nice and basic. I've really enjoyed the way the weeklies have turned out this month with the little bees and the little flowers. They've not been too complicated to draw. I don't want anything that takes a whole day to draw. I haven't got time for that. I really don't. So something, you know, relatively easy and fun to draw would be really, really nice. Yeah, I've really enjoyed doing that. So if you've got any theme ideas, that would be quite useful. Leave those down below, yeah? Click the book down in the corner and you will be subscribed. And if you hit the bell that then appears down there somewhere, you get a choice. You can click none and you will not be alerted. I believe you can click personal, which then alerts you if somebody replies to your comments, and then I think if you click all, you'll be notified when I upload new content. I might be wrong, I don't know, because I don't use the notification thing, it drives me bonkers, but you know, I'd like it if you did. But I check YouTube every single day, so there you go. Anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope it's cooler where you are. It is here. It's been about 26 centigrade here. You know, I'd never thought I would ever say 26 has been a relief, but after a couple of days of it being 30 to 35 centigrade, this is absolutely delightful. My feet aren't too swollen. Yeah, I've been able to move about without being in agony today. Hands are still a wee bit puffy, but not overly, you know, so yeah. I hope it's cooler where you are, and if not, God, I hope you've got a nice fan. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Bye.